Come on! Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. And man, does it feel good to be in the studio? Damn, it's been a minute.
We've been on the road, kind of.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on. I'm about to say, yeah, we did a golf tournament, the Angel Flight, and we got 2 shows out of that just based on the interviews. And we want to run them quicker when we're live. We're not looking to run 30 minutes. But we got to talk with Steve Craig. And then we got to talk with one of the major sponsors, the Courier Company.
Courier Connection.
Yeah, Courier Connection.
And we had a couple surprises with the guy that you knew from Barnacles back in the day.
I had no idea. And I remember, anytime you have people that are excited to be somewhere, it's good to involve them, especially if you know it's going to be a reoccurring event. And I knew I'd signed up for Barnacles for Friday nights for God, I think it was a 6-month deal. I'm like, well, there go Friday nights. But that was cool.
That was one of those places to be on a Friday after work. Mm-hmm. And then, late night, you walk across the parking lot to the Oasis.
If you wanted to. I didn't always do that. I rarely did it, to be honest with you. I might go in there just because. Hell, I went in there one time and because I'd been told that my ex, I won't call her girlfriend, but somebody I dated for a while, was in there dancing, and so was her sister. And I'm like, well, sister's hot too. I guess I'll walk in and check that out. So there are fun things back in the day that we did. But Barnacles was a great gig. They had 3 of them. And they were like, one was off Jimmy Carter, then there was one off Peachtree Industrial, and there was one somewhere else. I can't remember.
They're all Gwinnett.
Yeah, all Gwinnett.
All Gwinnett. Now, Gwinnett was a pretty big party spot back in the
Gwinnett
late 90s.
had all the bars.
Yeah.
Buckhead was its thing. But if you went out to Gwinnett, Jeffries was another one that was big. I worked for Jeffries a lot. All of these places did contests. Barnacles liked music. Jeffries liked sexy girls.
They did the wet T-shirt contests.
Oh yeah, I cost a bar in Douglasville their liquor license because we were all in a pit and everybody's like, "Get the girls up high so we can all see them." And I'm like, "What?" And then the owner's like, "Yeah, put them up on that wall." And I just did what the owner said. Owner, not me. And I put them up there. Then the next thing I realized, well, hell, people pulling up to the red light can see this also.
At the public, so you can see it from the streets. That's where it becomes indecent.
Yes. And the thing is, for every girl that kept her shirt down, where you can pretty much see the breast, the shape, there's those skin to win. And the next thing you know, they're flashing. Next thing you know, the shirts are off and they're twirling them. I'm like, oh, God, this ain't going to end well. Then about the time the cops got there, because they were called, there was a dude, they had a burnout pit. Because it's not a bar gig unless you got a burnout pit for all the guys with motorcycles. So I never did that. I'm like, I'm not going to tear my tire up. I'm not. It's not worth smoking you guys out. Plus, it gets all the crap up under your fender well. So this dude had done it like 3 or 4 times. And he went in, "One more time, how's that?" And he's doing it. And I'm watching him and I'm cheering him on. And I don't know what happened, but somehow the bike got away from him and it went over the block that he was up against. And the bike just like 50 miles an hour and went straight into the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Broke a guy's leg.
Oh, so the ambulance had to get called.
So we're like, since y'all were up there arresting people, you think you can call an ambulance? We got a broken leg down here from the burnout pit. That's about the time the manager's like, "Oh my God, I got to get a new job." And the owner's like, "Hey, this is all right, isn't it? I mean, what do we do wrong?" And I'm like, oh boy, 6 months without a liquor license, that'll hurt you. But yeah, fun days. But doing the golf tournament, talking to those guys that you brought up, I called them Table 1. And I said, y'all are Table 1. Every time that table's reserved for just you, the second you miss an outing, we're giving it up. Those dudes, it got to the point, if somebody was out of town, they got people to fill that table.
Yeah, they were there every Friday. Yeah, so we talked about it on one of our shows from Chateau Elan, Thursday and Friday. And then yesterday we did career day at your son's school.
Yeah, we did. It was Brooks.
And we taped one of them because what Steve did, he did a presentation for I think 5 different classes,
5 times.
different grades, kindergarten through 5th.
Yeah, we didn't do kindergarten. We did 2nd grade twice, and 5th grade twice, and I think a 4th grade.
Well, one of them, I taped one that your son was on, and that was the show that we put up, a short show yesterday.
And that was our first one.
Yeah, and I kind of wish I'd rolled on all of it because remember, some kid brought up furries, and we started to talk about furries, and it got a little weird for a second.
Yeah, even the teachers and my wife who was there was like, "Y'all need that's adult content."
Yeah, like the kids were trying to squeeze in adult the 5th graders.
Yeah,
like they were requesting some songs that may be dirty because we were doing like radio things and.
I'm like, Jeff, you got a clean version of this song?
Yeah, they were trying to get away with squeezing some dirty stuff. The adults may not know about.
Yeah, and then even the 2nd grader goes, "I can sing the clean version if you got it." Well, I'm like, I hope you can. The girls, there was a group of girls, and my wife sent those out. She was filming, and she sent out. You remember that group of 4 girls? They crushed it. Crushed it. I was like, this is like an American Idol moment. We just discovered something, and I got the mic on all the girls, and they're all filming. So it was a lot of fun talking to the kids. I realized I'm trying to influence them on our career going, all right, they kind of get radio. Their parents listen to the radio. A lot of them listen to Sirius, which is fine. And then we were getting into podcasting, and they understood that probably more.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to derail them, but I'm like, grab yourself some phone stands. Start a show. See where it takes you. Get your buddy. And if it's good or your parents think it's good, let them post you up on their socials and see where it goes.
One of the boys was like, yeah, I listen to Joe Rogan.
I was like, what? The whole 3 hours? God knows. Tell me about some of the conspiracy theories you believe in. It was ridiculous, man. Yeah, I don't think there's aliens, but I will tell you, you can have some of that felt off of a deer bone and take that daily, and it really takes your metabolism up. Because Rogan talks about everything. That chewing gum stuff is good. Yeah, those kids, you can tell there's some bright minds. And then I saw a couple people. I'm like, oh, the world needs ditch diggers too. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, you're not participating. You're acting really weird. Yeah, you scare me. All right, so now that we're back in the studio, special thanks to Exit Wealth. They're our sponsor. This is the Exit Wealth Studios we're sitting in right now in lovely Alpharetta. Also, Exit Stage Left Advisors. And, man, that's the thing. I talked to a couple people because you and I have been out a lot, and they're talking about businesses and starting businesses, and some people are ready to sell them. And a lot of people unload businesses, man, that are up making money, have employees. They're doing it all right. It's a matter of just a takeover. And, you pay these people money, and, man, it's like, take it. It's yours. I did all the hard work. Now you just got to keep it up. So there's different versions, but Exit Stage Left Advisors can help you buy or sell a business, preferably sell. Getting in now to a little Steve MZ, and that is brought to you this morning by Smalls Sliders. We're going to go out there. I've got an idea for a campaign. I want to film it. I've got a couple things to do over the next couple of days at 2:00. I've got an appointment to do a podcast at 2:00, 3 days in a row. So it kind of puts a dent in what I want to do. So it might be next week, but we want to go through the drive-through at Smalls, Jeff. And either if you can break away, you film me. But I'm going to do 5 or 6 costume changes and show the different clientele that go through the drive-through.
Okay. I think we can make that happen.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
And I can use my vehicle. We can use the panty dropper. And then if I see an exotic vehicle or something, maybe just a piece of S, I'll be like, hey, can I borrow that for a second? I'll just borrow vehicles and do it. For Small Sliders, celebrating over a month and just got past National Slider Day. Get out there, Marietta, right off Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway. Open 10 to 10. And that's Mondays through Thursdays. Weekends, 10 to midnight.
CMC.
Man, we got some deaths.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I'm
trying to think if I've seen anything. Is it
pretty major.
is
Somebody that gave out a get out of jail free card.
Mark Furman.
Boom.
Yes.
Mark Furman has left the courtroom. He is gone. And heaven, hell, I don't know. It's not our. He has been judged, I'm sure. But Tom Lang mourns him. LAPD colleague Mark Furman, and we know if you remember the names, and I'm doing this off the top of my head, Van Adder, and then you had Tom Lang were the two lead investigators, and the first one on the scene was Mark Furman. He is the one that when Kato Kaelin said there was noise in the back alley, I heard a thud, and he gave the time frame, and the time frame linked up with the time that OJ was being picked up by the limo driver to go to the airport to Chicago. So in other words, when he heard the thud, he was like, what the hell was that? And then he comes out to look. He sees somebody run into the house in all dark clothing. Then he sees the limo driver coming in. He's been let in, which was OJ, because he talked to him via the recording device and said, all right, I'm lifting the gate. And he made up an excuse, and I can't remember. I think he said he was showering. And then he lets the limo in. So the limo's there, and he's talking to the limo driver. And the limo driver testified, hey, yeah. He was telling the truth. Kato heard a large thump, like a bam, like something ran into the wall. And obviously, I believe it was OJ sneaking back in. He's seen sneaking into the house. He comes out after about 15 minutes. He's all dressed and he's got certain bags. He tells Kato, no, leave that bag. That's mine. I'm taking it with me. He puts the bag in there in the limo. Limo driver says, I didn't think anything of it, but it looked like OJ went over to the trash can when he got out of the limo to go in the airport with that bag and was unzipping it. And I drove off, not thinking anything of it. So was OJ at that point disposing of the weapon?
Yeah, I think we all know that. So, but Mark Furman, he was painted as a dirty cop because there was tapes of him using the N-word, but he was accused of like planting the glove and all this stuff. But that was all false. He didn't
do that.
Plant anything.
But what he did,
OJ planted everything.
Yeah, accidentally. So when you find one glove at the scene of the crime, and then you find the other glove behind his house, that's a lot for somebody to basically, make it look like somebody else did it, like OJ.
Yeah.
If you're trying to frame somebody, that's almost impossible. The blood trails.
Yeah.
The dripping blood.
Yeah.
The blood in his vehicle. OJ, you so did it, but his get out of jail free card. And if you hear the people testify, it was all Mark Furman. Really, that's what lost the case, because there's two things they say. But Mark Furman and Steve MZ, who has passed away, they haven't really said how he died.
I think it was throat cancer. 74. I did see this on the news because I was watching some David Muir, ABC News.
Oh boy, that's tough.
But they teased it, and so they reported on that, and that's how I know this Steve MZ story.
And actually, Ron Goldman's father and Nicole Brown Simpson's sister are mourning the loss of the central, figure, Mark Furman.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the picture, oh yeah, everyone knows him. He's I thought, God, they teased it like someone from the OJ trial passed away, and I was trying to guess who was it. Is Robert Shapiro still alive? He died.
No, he died.
Okay,
he died. So many of them are gone now. But the reason they used him is because they knew that they were trying to make it a race case.
Yeah, right.
And also, you just had the Rodney King stuff that had happened out there. So it was perfect for the defense to use it. And they knew that he was outspoken, used the N-word a lot. So they put him on the stand. And the biggest mistake he made, he should have said, yeah, I use it. Depends on the situation and the individual. If he just would have said that, he'd have been fine. Instead, either he did it or he was told, but he lied and said he never used that word. Then obviously they proved that he did. So now if he's going to lie about that, why wouldn't he lie about this? And framing a black man is exactly what he's trying to do.
That's what they painted, which,
and
lost the case.
And they always said that he was the get out of jail free card. The only other get out of jail free card was when the defense had OJ try on the gloves.
Yeah, which was stupid.
Just stupid. So Mark Furman has left the courtroom. It's on your news. You can do a deep dive. The guy was always articulate, looked like he was a great cop. He just talked a lot of trash like other people, and he lied on the stand, and it cost him everything. Coming up, a little politictainment. But what do we do with that? Well, we get sponsored by David Markwell of Markwell Therapy. David is a great sponsor, and he's a great person to help you if you're going through some counseling right now. And if you're not happy, I would go to David Markwell in a heartbeat. We have several people that have reached out to me thanking me that they're doing it. He's just a great counselor. He's laid back, and he's a great listener. And I love he gives you homework. He gave me sheets of paper. You got to do a little homework with this guy. And he can Zoom you, or you go see him in Marietta. Just go to markwelltherapy.com.
Polydictainment.
All right, so it is Tuesday. It's primary day.
Yeah.
I have to confess, I don't think I've ever voted in a primary.
Really?
Don't you have to be registered? Do you have to be registered as a Republican or Democrat? Like, you can't go and vote for a Democrat and a Republican, right? You have to be registered as one or the other.
One or the other.
Okay, yeah, I'm never really registered as a one or the other.
But I think you can vote either way you want. You know, you can vote for anybody.
Yeah.
The one year I voted Ross Perot. I didn't like either candidate, and I wanted to see what, somebody could do that was into business. And other than that, I've always voted Republican, but that's who I am. I'm a conservative, and I'm all about, let's kick ass. And I don't like programs for people that sit on their ass. Yeah. Nobody's doing anything for me.
Well, one of the things on the ballot here in Georgia is the primary for Jon Ossoff, our favorite senator.
Again, Jeff and I think he's 19 now. I think he ran at 15. Youngest looking dude out of nowhere.
But he's the presumptive Democratic nominee, but there's a bunch of Republicans, they're going to fight it out today.
Well, he and Warnock. Yeah, he and Warnock. I want to just get rid of both of them. They're useless.
I have a little clip that I found some random chick on TikTok.
Oh,
that kind of
summed up voting.
Kind of has kind of summed up voting in general.
Oh,
all right. Let's just take a look. Just in honor of today being primary day. Let's see what voting's all about.
Okay.
Voting is the adult version of writing a letter to Santa Claus. Here is where I stand on politics. Both the left and the right are owned by the same people. They're giving you the illusion of choice, but in reality, they both work for Israel. Republicans support Israel, and Democrats do the same, but gayer. That's the only real difference between the two. In reality, voting doesn't really matter because the satanic elite controls all the politicians. That's how the system works.
So she goes a little too in the conspiracy with Israel, but there is something to be said.
Are you following that girl? How did you find her?
It just came up on my feed. It just came up, probably because it's primary day, and
we don't want to see Jeff's feed.
No, you don't. But it does kind of, not necessarily the Israel part, but the fact that I think both sides are controlled by big money, big corporations, all the big pharma. The military-industrial complex. So, is voting really? Trump was going to drain the swamp, end all the wars, et cetera, et cetera. Nope. Going to stop inflation? Nope. Everything that he did is the safe sniff that we made fun of Biden for being part of.
Right.
So, who's in control?
That's
just putting it out there from the cute little girl on TikTok.
The cute little girl on TikTok made me think, I'm not voting for the satanic elite. I can tell you that's not on my ballot. I want to believe I have met candidates, not as high as the presidency, other than I met Hillary Clinton at a book signing. So, that's a high level. But when you look at your locals, I've been around mayors, governors for Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really picked up on anybody being that evil. But I don't know. But then I'm wondering if she's right and there's a darkness in our politics and it's already figured out and it's being run by Israel. Is that good or bad? Does that mean God's in control or the bad people are in control?
The money's in control, I guess. I
Which
don't know.
Money is the most evil thing in the world.
Yeah. Who are you? Do you know you're voting for governor? Do you made a choice, or you don't have to say? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. The big ones being
Jackson.
Rick Jackson.
Rick Jackson.
And there's Bud Jones.
Yeah.
And Brad Raffensperger. Those are the big ones.
I'm more Jackson.
Okay.
I mean, but
he's the businessman.
He's the one that's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And he is like, look, this is stupid. I'm not doing this for. He speaks to me the same way Trump does. He's not a polished professional, but I know where his head is. He's just not going to deal with a bunch of dumb stuff. I just don't want anybody in charge that listens to anybody thinking that men can have babies or that free borders is a good thing or fast, quick processing for illegals and anybody with a lot of programs up their sleeves that runs up our taxes. I'm like, at some point, the chick getting 25 grand a kid that's had 5 kids, and she doesn't know where 4 of them are, needs to be cut off. And she had them with 3 men. People know the system, and people use the system.
And they work the system.
And they work it. Same thing with food stamps. So to me, I think there's more pride, and I think kids will have a better example if they work for their money rather than steal for it. So that's what scares me. At least every city has its problems. That's Atlanta's problems. Georgia's problems are different, but I like this guy Jackson, so I'll say I lean there 100%. So we'll see what happens. I don't even know if I got to go to my polling place or I can go anywhere because we got one right around the corner. It's extremely convenient.
Yeah, no, probably no. Don't you have to go to the same?
I think
one?
I do. Yeah, I may have to make a drive today, but it'll be worth it. I told Jeff it was a priority for me to vote today, and I think you gotta do that. Man, oh man, it's time for sports. We are going to try like hell to get Skipper on. Skipper is the service manager at Regal Nissan. He did say that Holden Scott, love him, a member of the Scott family, 3 generations, starting Regal Nissan in 1980, right there in Roswell, off Holcomb Bridge, just before Georgia 400. So it's very convenient. If you drive a Nissan or an Infiniti, make this your service location and ask for Skipper by name. He's the service manager. He has Wednesdays off. Any other days, he's there. And ask for the Yeah Come On deal. And then also you can grab my guy too. He's always there. There's great techs, and Skipper will put you with one of them for sure. Now we're just going to see if he picks up. If he doesn't, Jeff and I are prepared to do sports. Isn't that a trip? Both Scott's there, Holden Scott's there, and then their father and his grandfather started it, and he's passed away. But I love a family-owned dealership. And they didn't put their name on it. Yeah, he left us. We're going to go golf.
Yeah, let's go golf because I was very involved with, what was the tournament?
You're funny.
I know it's one of the majors.
It's one of the majors. You're getting better.
Yeah.
It's a PGA major. There's only 4 majors a year, and you're exactly right. And the FedEx is coming here to East Lake. And that's the one we really want.
Is that the next major?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And you know what? There's 4 majors a year. To win all 4 majors is huge. So I'm going to put in golf here, golf news, because I want to make sure I get his name right unless you've memorized it.
The winner?
Yeah.
I think it's, I call him Aaron. It's Aaron Ray.
Aaron Ra.
Aaron Ra.
R-A-I.
I gotta say Aaron. I can't do
Aaron.
I can't say the name Aaron without saying Aaron. But I did participate in a fantasy golf tournament.
Yeah.
And I managed my team. You know, we had a team of golfers that I had to manage.
Okay.
I didn't hire a coach. I didn't hire a PGA pro.
Did it all yourself?
Did it all myself. Came in 3rd place.
Who are these guys you're playing with?
It's just some family members, an extended family, and it's kind of all over the map. Like we had a draft.
Okay.
I did my own draft.
You drafted yourself.
I drafted myself, and I paid attention, and I ended up winning some money. Boomsy.
Boomsy is right. That is what Boomsy is for. And if you looked at the leaderboard on this PGA tournament, I didn't recognize for the PGA Championship anybody.
Yeah.
I'm looking going, who's that? Who's that?
McIlroy there was the last 2 rounds. He was sort of, around 10th.
Right.
But yeah, I thought I was going to see all the same names as I did on the Masters, but
no. No, not at all, dude. It was weird. So the PGA this is the PGA Championship. This guy that won, I'm trying to find out some more information on him because I'd never heard of him. So I'm right there with you. But the funny thing is
Skipper's calling. Hey, Mike says Skipper's calling. Did you hear? Did you want to grab him?
All right, throw him in.
Or
Throw
wait.
him in.
No.
We're in sports right now. Is he calling?
No. He may have butt dialed. Mike, did he want to talk?
We'll take him. We're in sports now.
All right, we'll see.
Because I wasn't prepared to do it. I knew Skipper was going to talk about golf, but we have to talk about golf.
I don't know if he.
But Dallas,
Yeah.
it's always good to call Skipper. It's fun. Regal Nissan.
Yeah, he must have accidentally. But yeah.
All right,
so
let
we'll
it go.
just. Yeah, Mike says we'll keep going.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. You can cut him off. So, getting back into sports, this guy won the championship. He plays with covers on his irons. And everybody's like, what's up with that? And, they're black and they've got the number. And he said it was his first set of clubs that he got as a kid, that his father spent money they really didn't have to get it for him. And it's his way of just remembering where he comes from. So he doesn't take, and he wears 2 black gloves.
Yeah, he likes black coverings.
Yeah, black coverings and black.
That's weird. I never thought you see a set of golf clubs. There's always covers on the driver, maybe the putter, not the
driver's 5. All your woods, and your fairway woods, and but yeah, that's on your irons. That's a little over the top.
But even his sand wedge has a cover.
No,
the sand wedge doesn't have a cover. Just the fairway irons.
The fairway. No, he covers. Oh, this guy covers everything.
That's what I'm saying. He covers even his sand wedge. Has probably got a cover.
Yeah. I love it. And poor old Tiger Woods is suffering setback after setback, over his DUI, trying to get back into it. The only good news, since we're talking about golf, is it looks like Tiger's relationship with the ex-Trump girl is pretty good. She's going to stick it out with him, his girlfriend. So hopefully that works out. But it was great seeing this guy walk. If you didn't get a chance to see it, very hilly course, different course. It was in Pennsylvania. It's the Newtown Square golf course. And this guy lit it up, and he won by several strokes. Yeah. And he had a 68-yard putt in.
For a birdie on one of those last holes.
On one of the last holes. Just to show you, I deserve it.
And he was already going to win. He gained another stroke at the very end.
He's only 31 years old. And he's, of course, Indian descent. Born though in is it Wombourne, or I can't get the city, in England. He was born in England, so he's English. Obviously, descendant of Indian. His parents were born, I think, in India. This guy hasn't been on the tour that long, as far as to see, and he comes out of nowhere. His wife's happy. He's getting deep kisses. Not everybody gets deep kisses. I think a lot of guys marry women that have had some work done that just are like, I want to be married to a golfer. I may not really even be in love with him, but and they get these little pecks, and the kids love the kids run too, but you can tell the mom's like, oh God, but these two probably never thought they had a chance of winning. They're like, I mean, that's real love. So look for this guy to do more. He's the new name in golf.
Hey, Aaron.
Aaron. Come on! Yeah, come on, and yeah, come on golf carts. Hey, it's Southside Steve with the Yeah, Come On show, talking about one of our fantastic sponsors, and that would be North Atlanta Golf Carts. North Atlanta Golf Carts is located in Dawsonville off Highway 53 East, or you can go to Buford, where they're located off Thompson Mill Road. Either way, they've got lots of brands for you. They've got Yamaha, they've got Club Car, and many others. Whatever you're looking for, they've got it, and they've been in business since 1997. When you get there, ask for Craig Riddle. He's the man. He'll be at one or two locations always during the day, and then ask for the Yeah, Come On deal. He's already prepared to give you $500 off a used golf cart. So whether it's new to you or brand new, however you want to customize it, do you want it delivered? They've got parts, they've got accessories, and they work round the clock. Monday through Saturday, they're open. Sunday, they're closed. That's North Atlanta Golf Carts. Yeah, come on. All right. Now, coming up a little track 13, and this is brought to you by Danny Hamilton's Creations. Danny Hamilton is a dear friend, and he started Star Coaches. Before that, he owned the Rec Room, which Jeff loves. He owned a lot of different bars. I mean, and then he took that money and bought some buses. And then next thing you know, Star Coaches was born. And now I think he employs 52 to 60 drivers. And he's got all his buses out there. But he also does Rap Star USA, WRAP USA. Rap Star. They wrap everything, man. Cars, boats, motorcycles, you name it. They put it on there. It protects paint, and it looks great and lasts. You'd be surprised. He says, wear and tear, it can last easily 5 years.
The wrap?
And then it's really good for businesses. I mean, it'll last longer. He's talking about perfection. Somebody like me would probably be satisfied with a wrap for 10 years. And then when you're ready to sell the vehicle, you can pull the wrap off, especially if your business was on the side of your vehicle and you got really good looking paint and a nice vehicle to trade in or sell. So give him a call and ask for the Yeah Come On deal. Track 13, I looked at a lot of different songs. I've been seeing some one-hit wonders. And
Love those. Those are great track 13s because they're stuff that we've kind of forgotten about. Those one-hit wonders, some of them stick around and they never went away. Some died. Like I saw a clip of one of your favorite songs, the Robin Tepper. There's No Easy Way Out from Rocky IV.
Oh,
Don't you love that one of your songs?
It is one of my songs. They were talking about that guy's not doing well.
Yeah, that's what I guess I saw a TikTok or something about him.
I saw the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, my God, we may be getting the same TikTok feed. He's not. And, of course, like I saw, Tell Me What You Want by Zebra.
Oh,
I love
okay.
those. I love those bands. So that's on my mind.
The other one, they have another minor hit, Who's Behind the Door?
Yeah.
Zebra.
I wouldn't mind playing Who's Behind the Door.
Okay, let's do that.
Because it kind of leads, and here's where I'm headed also. Rick Springfield, State of the Heart.
Okay.
Was on my, and then also I've got Y&T, Temptation is on my list. So I've just kind of been hitting around at different bands. But I think today, Zebra.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. Who's Behind the Door?
Yeah.
It kind of helps us with your politictainment. Is it the devil
Yeah.
or is it God?
Okay.
Who's behind the door?
Well, that's how I will end it. I don't have too much to say about the band Zebra. Other
You
than
don't?
They had the two sort of minor hits. Kind of, I feel like they were from Canada, but I don't.
I wonder
maybe
where
not.
that comes from. Names come from something. Did at one point in time they have nothing but white and black guys in the band?
No, it's a white guys. It's a white rock band for sure.
Huh.
But this
Maybe one of them owned one.
Our track 13 today. We will end the show there. It is Zebra. Who's Behind the Door? You can listen to the song or watch the video. Link in the description. Thank you for tuning in to the Yeah Come On Show.